Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV, and you join us for the birth of a brand new season. Season 15 is upon us. My name is Lewpac, and of course, joining me is Shozen. We got Bogul on the ones and twos, and it's time to kick us off with EU Invasion Day. And what on earth is that, I hear you ask? Shozen, what on earth is an Invasion Day?
Well, the Invasion Day is when all the territories of the Outlands are dropped from the ownership of guilds and alliances, and instead they are claimed by large fire elementals that at two periods of the day spawn and are able to be killed. And that allows the players to take control of these territories for the first time in this new season. At 18 and 1 UTC, two different sets of territories will go live. Players have to go in, take down an elite NPC. Once they do that, they can channel on the territory and claim it as their own. And this is where the lines of the map are drawn.
And for 50 bonus points, Bogul, what is the name of the NPC demon they need to take out? No, what is it? He said my cousin, the elite vengeful guardian lord, I want to say.
That's it. You've got it right. You got it right. Yeah.
It's always a tough one to remember. But yeah, so there's going to be very exciting. And of course, with the birth of a new season, people will be seeking to get a early start with those territories. Of course, come Monday, territories can be recaptured in the normal way. But it's definitely a good opening statement for your season to grab the territories which you consider home, or anything that you're willing to or wishing to hold on to for the season. Because as we said, the territories, they generate season points, they provide a bit of safety, and they give you a nice place to dump those vortexes for lots of bonus rewards as well.
Yes,
other things
do.
we need to get on with is just let you know that if you've seen the war report, you will know that the ZVZ shows on Albion TV will have a 15-minute delay so that we don't accidentally give away the location of a full army of guys in 8.3, which isn't uncommon in reset day, is it? You know, you see a lot of Gucci gear on reset day. Hoping to see some good new battles, and I'm excited to see ZVZ. I want to put the new PC through its paces in a proper ZVZ. I haven't done a reset day since I got it, so I'm interested to see what my frame rate's like.
Yeah, you got that new beefy PC. It's going to be interesting, but I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to be very similar, Lewpac. It's not going to bump it much. There's only so much you can do.
Know.
I do have some minor small scale content over here. Is this looks like ganking in the red zone? I'm going to type a name to Bogul here. I've never seen these guys.
Okay.
So,
you put it in our chat.
I put it in the wrong chat because there's a message, and we'll get this together, guys. Don't worry about it.
Somebody's gonna be very confused. Uli June. Oh yeah, good old Uli June. Yeah, I know him.
He seems to have already taken down 3. Unfortunately, this is not the content we're trying to get here for. By the time I got us there, it was almost over.
Well,
I'm looking for a little bit beefier.
Honestly, this is quite a profitable activity. Ganking reset day. Is very, very good, because there's lots of Gucci guys running around. There's lots of stragglers or re-gearers coming late or rejoining the fight after dying. And on top of that, like, there's obviously going to be people getting kicked out of cluster queued zones. Oh, they did miss that one though. Did you see that? And he's into his HQ. Into his HQ, and totally fine. But yeah, these guys making a little bit of money. Ganking without a healer as well. I always respect that. I mean, they don't have a chance against a small fighting group. They are truly ganking.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of those different types of content you're going to see on Invasion Day? Because we're going to see multiple levels of PvP, not just that 200 versus 200.
Yeah, well, the main focus will be the big ZVZs, which is when the main armies are going to clash. But the main armies aren't the ones getting the job done. They're more the security force, and you're going to have little specialist boss teams running around, 5 to 8 guys usually, with nice single target DPS. These guys can take down a vengeful lord very, very quickly, but they can't really put up much of a fight in the ZVZ. So they need to be protected from both gankers and the enemy forces. You'll also see, we'll see a lot of, we'll see the biggest alliances capping zones and having these huge fights. But more often than not, there's so many different entities in Albion now compared to, for example, like, you know, a year ago or so even 6 months ago, we had these huge megas and it was mega on mega with cluster queues for days. Now we've got a lot of smaller forces, so we might see some cheeky little 50v50s, and you can always tell us where the fights are at. You can message the Shozen one, or today I'm actually on a different account for unknown or for various reasons. You can get me on GM Nyan Cat, which is exactly how it sounds. Is the character I'm playing today. I should have just made a new GM character on this account, but I was lazy and I just logged into the existing one. I've no idea which GM this belongs to, but thanks anyway.
Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I haven't.
Just
How do you
message
tell?
Shozen. Just message Shozen.
Yeah, just Chosen. The Chosen one. Oh, like it sounds.
Yeah, yeah. But we do.
But if you won instead of were one, right?
We
So,
do.
yeah.
We do want obviously, you to message us, but please try and make sure it is actually a guaranteed fight. Not we might be fighting in 17 minutes time. Like fight now is the criteria that we're looking for.
I don't mind a good heads up. Like if you say you're zoning in with them and you're expecting a fight in 2 minutes, I will go check that and keep an eye on it on my second monitor and try to monitor 2 or 3 fights at a time. But yeah, if it's a maybe, sometimes it's yeah. I'm gonna be there late.
We should be getting some action fairly quickly as well. Are you following these gankers still, Bogul? They're sort of. They're just running around. The Cossacks have actually brought their force back, I believe, to clear them out. But there's nothing much going on here. We do have a list of regular names we can check out as well.
Well, there's a bunch of people who are out right now. They just haven't started fighting. Tamashi's out with a huge force right now. We have Domna out with huge forces. I haven't seen much of PoE. I'm trying to bounce around and find some more members of that group. They've been out in force. I see Fax out. I see the Tight Alliance. There's a bunch of groups out right now.
I'm bouncing around. It's weird though, actually, because often we have a lot more early fights. Like historically, there used to be a lot of zone capping back when there was no cluster queue. Like a load of stuff would get taken and all the fights happened at the end. I feel like the last few invasion days, we haven't really even looked at the territories being captured because it has straight up just been a ton of action. Tamashi and the gang, by the way, they were a little far from home, over in Thunder Rock Ascent right now on a little world tour, looking for some content, probably looking for the PoE boys, I imagine.
Yeah, I imagine they're out and everybody is looking. I have found what could be. No, it looks like they're backing off. I'm hanging out with the guys from Wars right now, and they just ran into a singular guild out here in, I would say, a group of 40. But the Triumph, maybe in a weird spelling, are out. So they are not going to engage in this large conflict.
Okay.
Over in Shale Heath Hills, about 200 people just left the zone.
Yeah, there's some large forces. I'm just looking around, seeing some people weighing in at like 45 to 50. What's the movements of Arch lately? I feel like we haven't had an Arch update ever since the fall of Red Tree, which was
they are city dwellers now.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, they're I believe they're over in, I want to say they're in, yes, Arthur's Rest right now. If you head over to Arthur's Rest is packed. It's one of our most packed zones right now, up there with the Limehurst Market. So it's very, very packed here as people are getting prepared to leave out of the Arthur's Rest. You also have Niubi out here. I am Niubi are hanging out in this zone, getting ready to leave.
And these guys are in the LAA. They've remade the AAA Alliance. I'm not exactly sure why. But EQMS is in this AAA Alliance now. Former PoE guys. Black Order is there under the watchful eye of Magic Mark nowadays. Dove is in there. It's like the SEA Alliance and Friends now. This new one. Obviously, I Am Newbie were separate from Alliance for most of last season, simply for points reasons.
Right. But they are, yeah, they're definitely allied with AAA.
We'll see who's going to be doing it. So last week, by the way, let's have a look. The You Jump, I Jump Alliance or Guild was the top fame guild in the game last week, followed by
Do you know
Newbie. No. 6 points. They 100 billion mob fame to 6.7 billion PvP fame, but and you know they're at 111 billion total, which is quite a lot for a guild I've never even heard of, to be honest.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they were the top fame guild last week. I Am Newbie second, Sex and Flex, Elevate, Phoenix, Nirvana were third. Okay, I'll go to the command mammoth here. According to Bogul, we should jump over to these guys. We do have in Greenshaw Peninsula. Oh, that guy's dead. The command mammoth guy appears to be dead.
Oh, go. Is he dead already?
Did he just die with a command mammoth? Oh wow, bit of a massacre here.
Greenshore Peninsula, it is. Heading over. All right. Yeah, I've been trying to find content. It is a lot of people are moving right now as I use the tools that I have available to me just to hot pickle.
Yeah, so a bunch of I Am Newbie, Black Order, dunking on the 4DO guys. Bit of action going on. Wow, Dove guy, a couple of Dove guys. I'm watching Rewind 2. Nearly chopped down 2 Dove DPS who are looting. They're running for the hills. Right, who you on now?
I'm on Hot Pickle, but there is no content on Hot Pickle, as he
Okay.
just seems to be, running through, picking up loot. He's doing a lot of looting today here.
Yeah.
In the new Black Order.
These guys a pretty hefty 42%. I'm not sure who it was they were fighting, but it seemed like they were outmatched. The guy Bogle told me was a command mammoth, by the way, was on the floor. So I'm going to go to him in town, and I'm going to see if he's got a command mammoth death. Because that would be quite the entertaining start. No, I mean, nobody likes to... Well, everybody likes to see a command mammoth die, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was in 483 excellent. 483 excellent. What looks like a command mammoth set. So he had the bloodletter, the Aegis, the undead cape. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just died at Great Sword Peninsula. Can you see in his bag? I don't think you can see the bag on this page, can you?
No.
But if anyone's looking for a command mammoth, a guy called Face Me, I believe, killed him and maybe looted it. 7 million death fame there.
Kind of rude.
Yeah, but he's another full set of 8-3 excellent. So this guy obviously has some deep pockets. Are these guys in Greenshaw Peninsula? No, Slake Sands Canyon is where their base is. I believe his Ainch is adjacent. Yeah, they're kind of retreating back here. And honestly say, I've never been in this zone, just randomly. Slake Sands Canyon is one of the only zones in the game with only one entrance. Technically, there's now a dungeon entrance. There's like a secret underground path, but Red Tree Enclave, Slake Sands Canyon, I believe there's one other. Mudfoot Mounds doesn't have another entrance either. Is that it? Or is there more? I do like those as a base of operation, though. It feels like a good...
Yeah, the one entrance, yeah.
It feels like a good place to start an alliance from. Do you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like, Red Tree was a fortress until it wasn't.
Yeah, it took those overwhelming numbers from AAA to really take them down. And now it doesn't seem like AAA has any real intention of using Red Tree like Red Tree used to be used. It is no longer a fortress.
It's really good for ganking now, though. is
Yeah.
really good to gank there because there's
Okay.
a bunch of those AAA guys out there gathering in nice gear. But it's like with Arch, if you ganked there in Red Tree, even worse, if you streamed ganking in Red Tree, you would have a response force up your hole very, very quickly. Whereas these guys, I've been there with the AAA guys, and they'll ride past their mates getting ganked. There's no response force there. I had a lot of fun in that zone.
I think we're about to have action over on Tamashi as Dior has run into Slap, and I think they're repositioning for content. No content yet. Then
we should. I mean, it's gonna hit cluster key with those two tangling. Right now, Tamashi and his boys are weighing in at 45 in this zone. See what Slap is.
Slap has zoned through to the next zone if you want to head over there. I am still trying to find all the territories that have a large number of forces in them and just check out if anything is going on as people move between the zones.
Can we get a count on Slap? What sort of percent are we talking there?
I'm not there.
Bullet 3 shot caller, by the way. So Dove are actually constructing a hideout in this zone. It's into phase 2. Where on earth are we? See, this is the weird thing, right? So AAA have got hideouts in construction over in Runnelvane Slough, which is like deep in the PoE territory, over by Merlin's Rest. So like how on earth are they logistically handling everything from Red Tree over to there? Like it feels like some of it's just like abandoned, like you say, or they're not too worried about it. Tamashi and his boys did just zone in. Slap are coming out the hideout. Looks like we should have something soon, I believe. But yeah, Slap are surging out the hideout. Tamashi and his guys are going south and catching a few guys. If we get onto Tamashi's POV, we should get our first big fight. This guy, unfortunately, was a bit of a forward scout, and it looks like he got caught. These guys will be in Gucci gear. One of the scarier forces, definitely. These guys. And that Slap's just running. Slap is just running from this Shozen.
I'm seeing I just got a message that it's wolf riding simulator today. No fight as everybody keeps running out of the zone.
See, say what you will about the Holy Wars, but at least there was big fights guaranteed, because they could kite around eventually, but someone had to run into someone in those fights because there were so many forces. But I do feel like in this current meta, it's never bad that all your guys want to show up, right, and go to the ZVZ. But at the same time, you can't be disappointed when you rock up with 45% and the majority, or 45 debuff, and the majority of forces don't want to fight you.
Exactly. We might be seeing a bit of an unfair fight going on over in, what is it, Bramble Shore Hinterlands. I haven't been there in a while. Between War and Girth, as these two they seem to be moving to. Well, you'll remember Contingent.
Yeah.
The guild. Yeah, they are a member of Girth. You may not know that alliance, but Gloop Eater is here.
Right.
And I know you love Gloop Eater.
Oh yeah, big fan of his. I'm on Ferrim from War.
Yep, Ferrim from Wars is moving his forces towards Girth.
Level 42. More wars coming in to back them up. They're gonna have to zone in, but again, like, so this is Girth. They're all together, mate. They're all standing together.
Are they all?
They're all chilling.
Not with Girth. Girth is coming over and they're just chilling.
Yeah. They're all.
Come on now.
Just chilling.
People were yelling in zone that they wanted to fight, and they all ran at each other. Oh, come on now. That's just baiting.
I don't know. They're all zoning in. And this is the other thing, right? Is one of the things that does hamper us on reset day is this matter of you don't zone into an enemy that's already in position.
Right.
And so everybody just sits in their zone. No one wants to walk in. Okay, they are chasing something.
Are they?
well, there's the Triumph guys with 32%, right on the border of the town, though, I believe. Oh no, they're on the border of the tunnel. So I imagine they might zone into a Whitecap Cave, which is the tunnel here, and just position. Yeah, they're zoning in. I see a bunch of pest lizards. Oh yeah, be interested to see pest lizards looting today. Yeah, I think we might get a tunnel fight. If Triumph want to fight, they'll probably take up a defensive spot in the tunnel, or they might just run away, Shozen. It's one or the other. What do you reckon? Place your bets.
I'm gonna put the smart money on runaway.
Run away. Let's have a look. Oh no, they've ganked a guy in the tunnel.
Does that count?
I don't know. It looks.
Whoa.
Give us a native. Which one's that? Oh yeah, I see rogue natives. Okay. Oh. I may have just pasted that in global. Ignore me. Happens. Oh yeah, hogs then. The Lonely Men and the Hog Alliance. We've got El Ronia up on the hill, wailing down. In the actual main PoE, is there still sub PoEs? 39%. Hogs are coming in over the top. A few brimmies, but nothing those defensives can't shake off. Decent damage being done from the front line. There's the Gauntlet explosion, though. Is there any follow-up? Soul Scythe comes through, but the Knight's Helms are out. Some longbows. I see some beetle action.
Good to see the beetles back. We're going to be seeing more beetles soon.
Yeah, beetles, golems, eagles on the field. A good smattering of battle mounts. Icicles. These guys, there is some deaths down below. I'm not sure who's killing who. Oh, that's a nice siege bow placement there. Good stuff from Official Biff. Getting up there, getting the shot off. Here comes the counter, though, and bang. All of those guys that came up to have a little look, they got swiftly dispatched. Honestly, Piri lost a few, though. There is another blob just entered the zone, and that is going to be more PoE coming in.
Yeah, so it's Blanca de Hura.
I mean, you're probably going to see rogue natives run at them here and try and keep them in the fight now because they know a sweep's coming. And it looks like from two flanks. So hogs are about to have a pretty bad time. And this is what we call the PoE special.
They do have a number of guilds in PoE there, don't they, Lewpac?
Yeah, and I mean, like, their strategy has always been to surround and overwhelm. Hogs giving us some good return, though. Oh, juicy stuff from the hogs there. Dropping like 10, 15 guys. This party, he just lost 6 out of the main party, I believe, Elronia.
That's not a good situation to be in when they are not the ones getting the reinforcements.
Whoa, no, Elronia is getting the reinforcements. That's the thing. And here they come.
Good.
Yeah, here they come over the top. CIRs arrive, and I think they just overrun hogs. So hogs think what they needed to do. They needed to cripple rogue natives.
Elronia is in hogs again, and I can see that they're in rogue natives here. My bad. I am still trying to find us more action than this clearly one-sided fight between these poor hogs. The Lonely Men. Oh, the Lonely Men have come in force. Now they're back.
I just saw a big clap over the wall there.
They're just not able to get their defensives down, are they, Lewpac? They just keep running in and getting dead in clumps.
Yeah. Oh, here they come. Lonely Men over the top, onto the territory. Going to kill the front line. Rogue Natives might be about to lose a shot caller. He's in the ice block. If they can lock him down here, he's going to go left. I like that play. Can they catch him? Like, they got to know that's the shot caller. He's in big trouble here. He's trying to run through. He has got a double a blood letter on top of him, though, from Rogue Natives. And if he's got the sprint, he might get executed here. Yeah, Elronia is going to drop. So I guess we want to jump to Syndic. Is Syndic on the field? No.
I know. I haven't seen Syndic all day. Yeah.
No, Nergigante calling? Maybe? Oh, Nergigante's in rack now. Wow. Okay, Nergigante. Actually, Nergigante has action right now, by the way, against Dior.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't have Slayer here.
GDL and rack. You might want to get them up on the screen right now. They are getting surrounded by Dior. Party's looking pretty healthy, though. No cluster queue in play just yet. This is escalation, not the elevate one. So a bit of a smaller fight, I believe. Okay, so Nerg again, these boys. Nerg playing Bloodletter here. Kavar, I believe, might be our POV here. Let me just have a quick look. Kavar is a Grove Keeper, so yeah, he's probably a bit better. KVAH. They lose a couple from their pie, though, as the push from escalations coming in. If Elevate turns up, this will go south very quickly, I imagine. But these guys probably just want to play for the fight. Honestly, I think the Dior boys would rather just like stay separate and get some fights than just...
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen them do that quite a bit lately. And Escalation will only run 60 players max. On invasion days, they will bring more. But during their normal CTA timers, they'll just cut it off at 60 because they are trying to get those fights. That's what's most important to them. And they've been fighting against Rack for quite some time now on the war reports. But a quick update. It does seem like the territory has been claimed. Well, not taken control of. They're in it and using it as a defensive position by the Hogs and the Lonely Men as they're trying to limit the fronts of attack by this larger group of PoE. And it's working out for them as they're not getting slaughtered anymore, Lewpac. They are doing okay.
Whose POV do you want to watch on that then?
I'm on Hideout over here with the Dior versus... sorry, Hogs versus PoE.
How do we spell Slayer Hater?
I will type it in chat for you.
Thank you.
Actually, it looks like Bogul has already got it. Yep. There you go.
Oh, of course.
Thanks,
the traditional spelling with no E's.
That is the way that it has traditionally been spelled.
The no E version of Slayer Hater. Word which should technically have two of them. So yeah, nice defense. Like, they don't have the advantage of guards, right? Or a tower. Right. But it's still a nice position. This is the thing though. PoE are going to come on both sides, so Hogs are going to have to defend both. They've got a pretty respectable force right now, and it's just going to be a war of attrition. The issue is PoE are probably, rogue natives have absorbed. They'll be able to reform. You've got to cover 3 entrances essentially. Nice push out there, but the defensives from PoE are really good. Big shout out to Flint7 on the south of our screen there, hugging that fence line. He got a full channel off. A full channel on his enigmatic there. Hanzo is going to drop. And what they need to do is just grab a few kills each time and just pull out. I'm still not seeing a cluster queue here though, which is nice.
No, you're right. No cluster queue on either of these fights that I'm watching. Over here with Nergigante now fighting a new group. He's currently fighting... Who is this? Up to?
Oh my goodness. A good push out there. They took a few casualties, but it created an attempt. But again, like the PoE enigmatics were just not stopped in any way. Stein overstayed his welcome in there. Got some bongos on the field as well. The old Oath Keepers do like those. Really good ZVZ weapon in the right hands. Especially on the push.
I just want to give an update. We do have Nergigante now with Rack fighting against Uppo. I don't know this alliance here with True Damage. UPO, I guess, would be the alliance here. Fighting pretty hard in this choke over in Drownfield Wetlands. Going back and forth for quite a while with that fight.
Oh, I've got a big
nice
tower
block.
push. Slayer Hater gets his ice block off, but the rest of his boys weren't so lucky. They have to send something back. And send something back they do. One really goes down. I saw 2 go down there. It wasn't...
Yeah, it looked more effective in the early goings. They didn't have the follow-up they needed. I believe some really good defensives were played by CIR. They've been working on improving their defensives over the last few months, I would really say. They had a bit of a downturn. But they've definitely come back. Yeah. All right. Both teams here kind of having a little bit of a stalemate, both in the GDL Rack fight up here against True Damage, who are currently falling back after what looks like a rough engage. I'm going to take that stalemate off the board here as RAQ is pushing into True Damage. Gigante going very deep, well past the front lines.
Oh, CIR coming in for another one. Slay. Hey, luckily, thanks to his Eagles, actually. I don't think he should have had Ice Block off cooldown, but the Eagle cooldown reset was a factor. The return is... Oh, the return is nice. They get some damage really deep, but Ryok and his buddy there, who was beaming him, I believe, paid with their lives. I think... Yeah, that definitely went in favor, though, of the Hogs boys. They're even going to get a few more that are still stuck in the line. And what's really good here is to see, like, the bloodletters being played as they should. Like, just chilling right at the front, off, like, not in the middle, but, like, at the side of the front line, just waiting for those low HP retreaters and just, like, securing the kills. That's such an important role, and bloodletters often... just get greedy looking for loot and stuff like that instead of playing that assassin role, because so many times once more people hit the target, the defensive escalation increases and they're a lot harder to kill. Bloodletters are perfect for finishing them off. But this is good from the Hogs. They are weathering the storm. The only issue is, right, is that north as well. And they actually have a full... Okay, so they have a full contingent of Hogs, like a 20-30 man force north of the tower, preventing a northern flank from Orden Hospitalita or something from PoE.
That's
PoE
a
coming
really good
again.
strategy there, making sure that they can't come
Well,
from
they
the
have
backside.
to.
Look how hard they stopped that flanking position over there on the left-hand side of this wall. They just completely closed it up. Just eliminated them. Really well done by the Lonely Men there. That was impressive. Let's see if they can get this second clump of midliners who are trying to flee.
Yeah, CIR got deleted there. They're actually going to go for a second push out the left. It looks like a bomb. It was the other guys, the Pandora guys, who are with Hogs. They obviously had their cooldowns available.
Absolutely, and they did come in and follow it up. Also on the eastern side here, yeah, looks like Blanco's going to get caught as well.
Oh, Hogs, they keep switching sides. So, like, Pandora's going one side, they're switching. Like, they're trying to get creative with this. And it's, you know, Crimson aren't enjoying this, I don't think.
No, it's throwing them off their game a little bit. They can't read their cooldowns and who they're facing and what's going on, where they need to engage. Seems to be keeping them on their toes.
I love this, because it does add an element of surprise when they keep flipping like this. Although it does seem like a bit of a pushback to the mid. Not sure. Maybe they're just trying to draw them in and then sprint out again. But yeah, it does look like Hogs are holding off the full PoE force right now with these two guilds.
I want to say Iraq also finished up that fight that they were having. They're just in cleanup mode now, just slaughtering people as they run for their lives. Well done.
Oh, Hogs maybe overextended a little bit. They're going to return fire into the farm. Casualties on both sides. Crimson lost all of those bombers. Hogs lost a few in that clump as well. Lewpac either lagged or he was doing a lot of looting there, Shozen. Another blob has just zoned in.
It could be either or there, Lewpac. Who knows? I will take a look at that other blob and see who we have coming in. It is Sun.
Sun has just wandered into the zone.
All right.
Affiliated with neither side. They are legitimately completely independent. I know this firsthand. Despite not being the most active member at the moment. I'm sure they won't feel bad about tapping PoE in the back if they're given the opportunity. But I would say they'll probably just go for the juiciest hits they can see if they're gonna get stuck in here.
Well, they are running alongside the Crimson Imperium. Well, I'll just say PoE replacements at this point and getting regrouped up. I'm watching from Let Me Take a Selfie.
Are they just passing through, or are they looking to get involved?
I don't know. They're going back the other way, which could either be a regroup and reposition, but it doesn't look like they're here to stay or to participate.
I mean, if the fight's over, you want to leave, right? But if the fight's going on, but if the fight's going on, you'd be mad not to get stuck in. Like, you know,
I'm not seeing them get into this. He is going the wrong way for this fight.
There's no way either force can fully commit to fighting you. So it's a lovely one for landing big montage claps. It's probably not the best fight for surviving, because Hogs have actually wrapped up the fight. I think PoE were worried about that, because obviously as the guys on the outside of the tower, they were the ones vulnerable to getting flanked. So I think PoE is now either retreating the same way as Sun or chasing them.
Okay, I am watching Slayer Hater just finally getting the message here and bringing his boys outside and kind of scanning around to try to find them. I don't think the Sun and PoE are going the same direction. Somebody's going to the northeast.
No,
That's PoE.
Hogs chasing. Hogs chasing.
Yeah, and Sun's
PoE.
going. Okay, yeah, Hogs are chasing. Sun is fleeing northwest. PoE is fleeing northeast. Hogs are chasing PoE. They're not going to let them get out of here. Not without a stalk. Oh, I take that back. Lewpac. They're going southeast.
Okay. Who's
like internet to prove us wrong? Like, okay. Thanks. All right.
Who's gonna get it then? I wonder.
Nobody's getting it. Everybody's running away from each other.
Sag. No fight, Sag.
Happens.
Few towers are starting to get claimed as well.
Do you guys want to take a look at the map while I keep bopping around trying to find more content?
Yeah, first few flags are popping up. And remember, this is just half of the invasion day. 50% of the territories go available on this this time slot. And then all of the other ones, which I believe are the ones with a 10 p.m. or a 10 p.m. onwards timer or something. I can't remember what all the timers are now. We don't have we have a 1800, we have a 2100, and then the midnight onwards ones are considered the NA territories, aren't they?
You're confusing the hell out of me right now. I don't know if you're talking about British time or UTC.
Yeah, well, UTC and British time are the same.
Aren't you like an hour before?
Not yet. Well, when the clocks change, they are. I'm on the good part of the year where I'm in a line with the timers. Just the what is it? The 1 a.m.s. I'm trying to find the timers here. Let me find them. So it's the 15, 18, 21, and 12s go live for the EU reset, which is right now. And then the midnight, 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. UTC timers are the ones that go live for the NA. And you'll be able to catch all of that action from midnight with Shozen and Robin, who, despite being British, loves to stay up and cast EVZs in the middle of the night.
He is, up late in the evening. I'm currently watching Drick of M3R square off across the bridge from Sun. Sun has moved into Dry Vein Confluence now, where 6 Alliance is, and it seems to be kind of a standoff across a very, very tight choke here.
There's this bridge is wild. They're level 35 as well to level 20, with a large flank coming probably around the lake, I imagine. Yeah, there's a large flank coming around the lake. So I believe the Sun are gonna get flanked or pull out of this fight. I'm not sure right now. In fact, 6 are coming across the bridge, looking to push. Shelfie's gonna look for a clap towards the bridge. They're looking to clump these guys that are there. The guys that came out. It's a pretty clean clap. They get 5 or 6 of them down. It is 6 after all. This other 6 force was a little bit slow getting in. Wrath of Dawn missed the timing on the counter, but right now Sun are caught out in the open, and they should just get swept over, in theory. They got a nice clean opener. We should see. I think they'll either go for one valiant turn, or they'll just give the call to like mount up and try and make their way towards the HQ. There's a blob of PoE just zoned in.
Not very big.
Oh, they're looking for a counter on this clump of 6 that would push 2 forward, looking for some loot. But then, yeah, another flank from Wrath of Dawn coming in from the side. And I think that's going to be all she wrote for that fight. Good flank from 6 with the superior numbers, making it work.
Yeah, they're actually backing out and trying to take down No Fun Allowed. I don't know if these guys were just ganking here. I don't see many numbers for No Fun Allowed.
What name? What a good name for a ganking guild, though.
Just a few guys getting mown down in the back.
What a name for a ganking guild. Selfie and his boys got themselves to another little choke, but I mean, both alliances or both guilds should be reinforcing here. Wrath of Dawn and Sun. So we could see a bit of a prolonged fight. It is at HQ as well, though. So the other 6 guys, the Clash of God ones and Mer, I'm not sure where they respawn from. Oh, it's too far away. We've also got we've got a HQ under attack right now. This
Yeah,
one's
yeah.
vulnerable.
I see that. I'm over in River Cup's Curve.
Is it being whacked or is it just
Well,
decaying?
Dior just arrived, and they are whacking it right now. It is still at 100%, but they are demounting around it. There are 9 minutes and 27 seconds left. Let me see if I can't find you a perspective.
I've also got a dry vein cross. I've got another HQ that's vulnerable. I believe it just lost a shield because it went under power. Slap Grimside's one. And there's a legendary core that's 5 minutes away from unlocking there as well in dry vein cross.
We have Kippy, who I think is leading this group of Elevate.
Okay. Kippy. How do I spell it?
It's in chat.
Oh yeah, 2 eyes, the traditional spelling.
You know, everything they use the traditional spelling usually in Albion. No E's, lots of 3s, double letters, and
this is
zeros instead of O's.
This is CIR level 3 hideout.
That's a pretty good hit right there.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're gonna be able to maintain it. You can't take it in one day, but
no, there's only 2 shields left.
Ooh, they've been whacking on this for some time then.
Yeah, so this is well, it's at 82% and with 8 minutes to go. And it is a max level, so it's gonna be quite tight actually. It's going down, but they don't have a ton of hammers right now. I don't know. I reckon it's going down quick enough. Provided they don't get interrupted, they'll be fine. Where is Mr. Syndic today? I didn't see him. Songabra Spring, by the way. Wales and the CIR boys are zoning out of Songabra Spring. Don't know if they're on the way to this fight or what.
Well, I've just gotten information that we're going to see some content in just a second on Dreaded Legend.
Okay.
He's currently in queue, so you're going to get bounced around. They're trying to get through, so it's not the best to try to go into him now.
Yeah.
I will give you guys the heads up when it is time.
Let me just go back up to Kippy.
And why this game has a fight right now?
I mean, I'm actually shocked the CIR are not trying to defend this. Let's go to why this game then.
I will let you know when the Dreaded Legend fight kicks off, as it's supposed to be a big one. I mean, they're fighting like massive numbers here, so big that I can't get through into the zone.
So the tight alliance, facts, still going with the new alliance, new season, new alliance. That is their motto, I believe. They've got this tower. Obviously, because it's the start of the season, it's only level 1. AAA with a bit of a takedown on the outside. Black Order, the AAA boys, 39%. Tight inside with a 39%. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, no one can complain about numbers except that ADHD are on the other side of it, unallied from AAA. And are they all working together?
Oh boy.
It looks, yeah. So I mean, this could have been a brilliant fight. Like, but yeah, gotta flank them with those unallied allies. They do have the tower though now, so they'll have a bit of a defensive position. But once you're pinned in here, this is pretty much like the suicide spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why this
really
game is
deadly when you're trapped.
Is flank protection, by the way. So who else can we go on?
I don't have one off the top of my head. I do have the Dreaded Legend fight about to happen. I can hop around the rest of this match though on the
back side and find you cover Dreaded Legend. I'll find the shot caller here. Looks like they're looking to the left. I'm just trying to find a shot caller. Usually a guy with the soul scythe adjudicator armor.
Generally, you know, that's what you want, somebody
Oh,
who's
it
going
might
to
be.
stay alive.
Hazy PH.
Doc
is the command
Agion
number.
is your Doc Agion should be your shot caller. Doc Agion, he is your group leader, and we also have another fight going on with Hot Pipes versus AAA.
I see Doc. Yeah, they're pushing out against ADHD and the ADHD flank protection, and their golem is getting absolutely hammered. Nice bombs over the wall.
Another perspective for this room would be Hot Pipes. He's actually here talking about this very same fight.
Okay. I'm just watching Doc Ogion and these boys.
That's probably the best perspective, to be honest.
An 8-3 excellent Grove Keeper. He's weighing in at 1800 IP average. No elite specs.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Just a...
That dreaded legend fight did dry up, didn't it?
So Dove and ADHD, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all working together because they wouldn't... Neither of them would feel safe if they weren't coordinating, which I feel like in the current political climate of Albion is a little bit like wet now, isn't it?
It is a little rough right now. It's boring.
There's so many different like organizations.
It's hard to keep track of. But
like,
I will say this:
there is more than an alliance.
There's a big fight going on with Bella, Ella, and Trap versus the Slap Alliance with K-Bread inside of Drip Rock Tunnel.
Okay.
Drip Rock.
This one's kicking off now. ADHD came in. Oh, with a huge clap. And Tight lose like 5 or 6 in the back. Very, very clean work from them. Adjudicate, like basically baiting a counter out of the Tight Alliance. And then absolutely annihilating them. Doc Ogion, he's already popped his resist and his helmet. He needs to be very careful now. He doesn't want to get picked off. And here comes the hit over the wall. Oh, that's a good energy shaper as well. This ADHD doing really good work over this wall. And right now, these boys probably need to pull out a little bit into the territory. Try and get them to commit and look for a counter here. Oh my goodness. ADHD just rolling through tight now. The other side does seem to be holding a little bit better against the AAA boys, but they're going to need to delete this clump on those. Oh, man, those enigmatics soaking up every point of damage. And look at that for a counter. That might be the end of this fight. This flank has completely collapsed. They can absorb into the other flank, but the problem is they're then going to be completely sandwiched. And I believe they're going to try and run for the tower and more than likely drop gear, I would say.
Yeah, generally. Yeah, you want to get out of this. This is probably a little too heavy.
Like, it's a level 1 mage, which will last, like, not very long.
Will it last?
Well, no, it'll just get evaporated.
Kind of like this,
they're going to go for a hit, though.
Over here in Drip Rock Tunnel. Slap getting pushed out here. Very rough engagement over here as there are a lot of guys here from Bella Ella just sweeping right through, along with Reject Party. Really representing that Trap Alliance well today.
Hey, AAA did a bomb over the wall, and the only casualty was an ADHD friendly fire. Love to see it. Love to see a bit of friendly fire.
It does happen, Lewpac. It's very common.
No, if you're all allied there. If you're all in the same alliance, it doesn't happen.
No, yeah. You know, when you work in the same alliance, everything goes well. Might be a little bit more disarray, but you can manage that by coming into the zone with the same number of people as your opponent.
I don't know why they ever fought out in the open, by the way, because if they'd have fought under the tower, the two sides can't really do as much.
Right.
Because they'd have to fight over the top of each other.
Whereas by
fighting in the middle allowed them to be sandwiched. Oh, nice clap there. 4-5 adjudicate go. This might not be over for Tight, by the way. They are able, they're able to reinforce from this zone. More AAA have turned up. There is some hope gankers, like catching a few people though, which I like to see. Yeah, a few guys from AAA are getting ganked on the way to the fight. Love to see it. Doc and the boys, they got quite a battle ahead of them if they want to hold, but it's not necessarily impossible.
I don't know, Lewpac. When you see those forces coming in from the east, there is a lot of AAA there. That looks like it's going to be rough from these guys. I mean, they're doing a great job of just keeping some space between their opponent and the tower, using as much of the clumping as they can to really get some good hits. But when that happens like that, Lewpac, and you just see 7 guys fall from 2 fronts, that's too much. You can't do that. You don't have the numbers for that.
No, absolutely not. Like they're gonna. Oh wow, there's a big deep push there from Dove coming in, trying to get a bit of black hole play. They do have reinforcements though, and as I said, like the advantage of the 2 flanks is definitely played down as long as you stay away from the walls. They're looking for a clap onto ADHD, but this is going to be the opening. And yeah, look at this. AAA going to come over the top and trap them on the retreat. And that will probably be the end of this fight, Shozen, because they just lost 20-25 in one go. And yeah, I imagine grab the loot of your fallen comrades and put it in the bank. The advantage of holding the tower, of course.
But they are getting slaughtered here as they're trying to loot. They are getting picked off in groups of 2 and 3. It's a very rough state for them to be in right now. I'm gonna keep bouncing around and see if we can't find more action, as that has gotten rough there.
Yeah, quick. This one is all but over. A few reinforcements are coming into the fight. OC pop in as well, I believe, for the tight guys. I doubt they've got much left in them. They are regrouping. There is a lot of gankers in this zone picking off reinforcements, and this honestly would have been a pretty fair fight for just AAA and tight. But ADHD were here with, I mean, I don't know what they've got now, but at the start of the fight, see what they got now. They've still got an extra 30. So it's a 30. It was like a 35 and a 39 against a single 39. Literally a double. They had to fight 2 forces the same size as their force. And AA has actually grown since the start of the fight. So yeah, that was a bit wet. Cluster Q actually though. Okay, oh right, so Elevate turns up, and now AA and everybody's running away.
Well, yeah,
because there's an actual fight,
a real fight coming.
I mean, they could still double flank Elevate, but the zone is clustered now.
I'm on dominant right now over here in Drownfield Wetland.
Okay.
They have a level 40 disarray. I'm going to check and see what their opponent has. I'm pretty sure it's not close.
Dice. Okay. On a Dice have a defensive position under the tower. Lost a few on that last engage.
Actually, I'm very impressed. Dice has a level 36.
Oh, wow. Choke point. Where were the defensives on that choke point?
I don't know this Dice Alliance, but they have a level 36 disarray. That's very high.
Block Boys is one of the guilds here. We'll see if they can fight as well as they mass. And it looks like they are. They're picking up some kills here. These battle mounts. Gotta punish those battle mounts. They do have a ballista on the field, which is you love to see it. Oh no, it's a behemoth. No, they have a behemoth and a race car. My bad. I do like to see a ballista on the field though, especially on reset day, just to punish enemy battle mounts. Like it's
Lewpac, we actually have more fighting going on now, as it looks like Slap and Trap have once again run into each other. They were fighting in the tunnel earlier. They're now in Deepwood Copse.
Okay, do you want me to stick with this surf fight, this big car?
Yeah, stick with the surf for just a little bit longer, as I think this one is... Well, actually, come over to the Slap one. The surf one's a little stagnant. We'll come back, and I'll keep an eye on the tower. Comte. He is in the middle of it. It is deep. It is furious, and they are getting... Both teams could go down at any moment here. There's just wild DPS going back and forth.
It's deep and it's furious. There's a clip. If anyone wants to make a clip right now of Shozen saying it's deep and it's furious, that is your opportunity. Bala Ella, Trap and Slap. Looks like Slap is holding their own here. They're kind of getting a good wrap round. Trap seems to be a little bit scattered, not sure what to do. Caught in a huge clump, and Camte with his ice block has to watch as his front line melts, but he's no ice block now. He gets bought back. What a wind wall there, by the way. Nearly with the shot caller kill thanks to a clutch wind wall. And Slap is, well, living up to their name right now. They are slapping them about. Trap are about to lose their shot caller if the Bloodletter can execute him. I think, oh, there's a nice heal, actually. There. Oh, he gets, wow. I did not expect Camte to survive that one, Shozen.
He's doing really well of snaking his group down and trying to reposition for another counter engage. Now he has the health to do so. We should see them, and there already was a minor one. It looks like here comes a second and third push. Nice engagement over here to the east, and they just devastated a group of Slap there next to those trees.
Yeah,
that was really well done.
Very nicely done. He is playing around with his cooldown, so he doesn't want to commit while he doesn't have ice block, because obviously, you know, one solid engage and you lose your shot caller and everything isn't great there. But look at this. They are caught. They're like swarmed. He's backed into a corner here. And they're getting some good tank control, but I don't know if they, you know, they don't have a formation right now, do they?
Yeah, I don't see they have a front like force. They don't have what seems to be the numbers.
Party.
If you look at their group over here on the group tab there, only 3 people are left in Camte's group. That is not enough to make a sustainable engagement.
Look to the northwest. Look to the northwest. Reject Party is here, and they're up to a 54% blob.
They'll be helpful for sure.
Slap basically need to finish off this force, including Camte, before Reject Party gets into position. And here comes the wave of reinforcements. They need to be careful dismounting around this hideout, though, because Slap is in position to full engage if they want. Black Cat
I think
Detective.
this has been pushed off already. I think the numbers have deterred Slap. Slap is going to regroup, maybe even mount up here, as we already saw a couple of members do so. No, it does look like it's a full reposition. Here comes 2 fronts smacking each other. Let's see who gets the first engagement and the victory on this one.
Nice engage. Nice engage onto the slab, guys, there. Quite a few going down. Expect the counter any second. Trap taking some counter pressure. The heals are good. Oh, my goodness. This arcane. I just saw a Slap arcane survive with like 12 HP. Shielded himself twice before finally going down. And they're gonna, Slap is gonna make a beeline for the tower. They're gonna lose a lot of people at the door. They do have a lot of reinforcement in this zone, though. K-Bread, Gosta, Primary Heart, Gold Robber, all have hideouts in this zone. And they are non-HQs. So the Gostop hideout is available to the entire alliance. They'll have to keep an eye on that.
I just want to give an update over here. Dominant has pushed into the territory and is now pushing dice onto the second level. Large group of guys died at the entrance there. I mean, it is a thick loot pile right now. If we had the old glow system, it would be breaking PCs. There are that many bodies piled up.
Yeah, I mean, it could be so much cleaner, right? Just make the trash disappear once everything else is taken. That would help so much, wouldn't it, with the performance there? Oh, Slap about to get called by Camte here.
You could do with bodies, Lewpac. We'll get to that someday in the future.
Camte actually trying to push Slap to the south, coming out of the territory. His group, by the way, that was whittled down, as you called earlier, has fully reinforced. So it seems like they didn't have too far to run.
Yeah, and they have started really just cutting down Slap. And I think this fight is probably over unless there is a large group of Slap somewhere else hidden. Over here on the territory, they do have a number of guys reinforcing the territory, but they're not out. The fight currently is for the territory. It does seem like there is a group of Trap over there holding Slap inside.
Slap can reinforce in this zone, though.
And Reject Party is the group that is on the tower right now. So you have Criers and Angelique, I believe, at the tower right now.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm on Criers. And yeah, oh, that's a nice catch. Can he continue forward and kill a few there? They take some heat on the return, but everybody survives thanks to those enigmatics. Absolute, like the most crucial weapon in my opinion, the enigmatic in a ZVZ.
Oh, absolutely.
Like being able to save people that can't save themselves because they're CC'd.
I just want to give another update. Dominant was pushed out of the tower. And after he got out, he had a group at the end of his trail that had a very hard time getting out of the tower. And as they passed the threshold, they got clapped over the wall and just deleted. So there are about 10 to 15 corpses over here outside the territory in Drownfield. Well done by the guys over in, what is it, the Dice Alliance.
Here comes the push. Trapper looking to make the tower play now. And of course, the first day of the season, all the towers are level 1, so they're not anywhere near as intimidating as later on. Although they have to be careful. Their laser beam does ramp up. The counters come out, and actually some of the trap boys are going down. Slap is, you know, probably going to die. Let's be real. But they want to take as many with them as they can. And this is actually more annoying to kill the mage with a huge force, because the amount of people resetting it is too damn high, as the Samuel L. Jackson meme would say. You know the one.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just doing a little bit of advertising here, as it does seem to be impressive numbers here in Deepwood Copse, as they just keep reinforcing each other. We are 30 minutes past the timer, so a number of territories have been claimed, but the fighting is still thick, and probably thicker than it's been all day, as I have multiple fights going on across the world. And I just want, again, Title drew these guys out and just completely clapped the Cape Dancers. Just eliminated those guys.
Is he doing this deliberately, Bogul, with the innuendo? Like, it's like, did you get that one as well? Oh, it's just so thick out here. What was it he said when we got to this fight?
Steep and furious.
Steep and furious. Like,
yeah.
he's doing this deliberately, Bogul. There's no way. Can we call HR, please? Oh, Trap trying to finish this one off, and they're actually like, they're taking a lot of attrition trying to kill these ones. This last pocket of Slap, like, there is another full wave of Trap zoning into. No, Slap. It's a full wave of Slap zoning into this fight, Shozen. Trap might be in trouble here.
There's more and more coming in. Right. That's the thing, is we have had reinforcements in this zone over and over again, and this is just a continuing fight for the last 15 minutes.
The guys from Slap are actually surviving in the mid because there's reinforcements coming in.
The same thing is happening in Drownfield Wetlands, as it is now gone out of the territory and they are wandering around in this bog. It has just been a battle here between Dice and Surf. Well done for a guild and alliance that said that they were going to be taking a step back. Surf doing okay for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. Trap actually is like, nah, it's not worth it. Like, they could finish that fight, but they don't. I guess they don't want to just meat grind. Oh wow, there's a huge clap on the other side, by the way. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but Slap has come surging out, and Reject Party are getting murdered on the east side of this tower. I will get you a name as soon as possible. Oh gosh, Reject Party. I've gone to 3 people, and all the ones I looked at got killed. All right, Cryer's coming back in. Slap under the tower. I jumped to 3 people and they all insta died.
It is pretty brutal over there right now. I don't have any good advice for you there.
This is a meat grinder. I mean, a battle mount is probably our safest option right now, isn't it? Momono's on field, by the way.
An option right now. I don't think we have a good one. Everybody is dying on both sides of this fight.
Momono is on field calling for Reject Party.
Yeah, I did get that heads up earlier today. He has returned to the world of Albion.
Oh, nice. Nice hit on Slap Boys there. Sweeping across the territory, not giving them any space to maneuver. I like that. I think Slap may have sort of taken this opportunity to get away in the confusion, sort of an every man for himself, get away if you can.
Right.
But they held pretty well, and another 2 blobs have just zoned in. The waves of reinforcements, now that we're in a cluster queue situation, yeah, more Slap are zoning in. And there's still a bunch of Slap on the tower looting everything, and a huge force of them to the east. So maybe this isn't over.
Well, this other one still is going on too, between Dice and Surf. These guys are still fighting, and it's like they're just moving around the map at this point, choosing new choke points to fight at every 3 minutes.
Briars and Momono are trying to go head first into Slap here, but some really, really nice wind walls actually from the Slap boys, buying some space. And of course, those Grail Seekers, which ever since their introduction, the Grail Seekers, I mean, if the Enigmatic is the most important thing, the Grail Seekers probably are a close second.
They do a great job of shutting these fights down.
Oh, big clap from Slap there. The counter's looking to try and come, but the angles for these Grail Seekers are naughty. They're like hugging walls and just like line of sighting people. The return on the east is good though. A few Slap falling, and these guys are really playing the kiting game, aren't they?
They have to at this point, Lewpac. They have been losing some of these heads-up matches, but when they are able to kite and they are able to draw out Reject Party and the other trap members, they're able to get some decent kills, but they're dying themselves, and they're relying on their ability to get reinforcements. And I don't know if that's always the best way to win a fight.
It's the meat grinder strategy. They'll run out of sets. Or
right now, they are too spread out.
Listen, the arch strategy, right? The arch strategy, if you bring enough dribblers, eventually your enemy will drown. I broke Shozen Bogul. Help. He wasn't ready for that one. Put that one on the trailer. Put that one on the next trailer, PR
The next
team.
commercial, yeah.
What was it? If he was a hard disk, he got formatted, run over, and set on fire.
Yeah, my kids love that one.
They're
like, Dad, what's wrong with your face?
More Slap people coming in, by the way.
It's just always more Slap. They just keep coming and coming and coming.
How can she slap? How can she slap? Remember that video? Homer, you've never seen How Can She Slap? All right, make a note in the Discord, Bogul, that Shozen needs to watch How Can She Slap afterwards.
I already hear the typing. Yeah, you typed it already.
Is there a right? Whenever I see those alliance, that's what I think of, and now you're gonna have to think of it too.
All right.
Side note: is there any 20v20 show today?
No, this is the only show. We have this one and the NA. We're only doing Invasion at the beginning of the season. But this fight is still, going on, but I think finally winding down over in Drownfield Wetlands. Finally starting to wind down as Surf is taking control, as is this one up here. I believe it's over in Deepwood Copse.
Goodness, those are some. I mean, I love those sort of fights. I'll be honest, like those epic like sieges. Oh, this guy was trying a ninja loot, by the way, with the Blaze Staff, doing a bit of the old combat looting there.
You're gonna get him.
Combat looting was mega nerf, which I love.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love
huge change.
I love the fact that it was nerfed, and I love reading the tiers of. Dice is still on this thing, by the way. This might go on again. I love reading the tiers of the ninja looters. Dice have just reinforced the tower.
Yeah, they're reinforcing the tower.
I
see the numbers. Once again, these guys are back. We're going to have to look at the map soon, Lewpac, because we are about an hour into the show now.
I forgot that there was
40
towers.
minutes into the tower battle.
At this point, I forgot there was towers. All right, the overall summary is the Goat Alliance. An Arch took a load of stuff. Down by Bridgewatch. I'm looking at the Alliance layout. 6 Alliance, by the way, took a big chunk of land. PoE and 6 have the same color, which is confusing, but PoE grabbing a lot of what would be considered PoE territory. Like, considering they lost the Holy War, they seem to be okay.
They're doing fine. Like, I believe that there were, as Bogul says, meetings in smoky, dark rooms that have secured the power for everybody, as it's much easier to win the war when you're, at the negotiation table than it is in the field of battle.
Yeah, a really good spread with some solo guilds
grabbing. PoE has their territory. What war? What coalition last season, Lewpac? I mean,
exactly.
Look at this.
Exactly. I mean, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's huge.
It's just silly. We can eliminate them anytime we need to. That's why we've stopped. Okay.
All right, but sure. You didn't. Yeah,
you didn't.
And now you can't because HQs. They just be like, all right, HQs, have fun.
Well, that's the thing. They can have one of those. Everybody was fine with the idea of them having an HQ, having a territory, having a couple.
They can have an HQ for every guild.
Yeah, but only one guild can go into it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
like, it's not a staging. Like the average PoE guild.
As long as they're within an area, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they have the big 4 all in an area of 4 territories, that's pretty
Yeah.
strong on its
Well, that's
own.
four territories,
And
but this
then
is one, two, three,
you've
four,
got to
five, six,
assume
seven,
they
eight,
can.
nine, 10.
Yeah, but they could reinforce 2 zones in any direction very quickly, right? Especially once cluster queue comes into play because you can skip a zone entirely.
15 territories, Lewpac.
Yeah.
We're just past EU,
I mean,
and
they're
they
not
have
really
15 territories.
they're not really going to be grabbing too much in the NA.
No,
Oh,
but like
the
I mean, we're just
wars.
past. We're just past. Like, there's still territories to be fought over.
The Wars Alliance on that northern peninsula, which I've always loved that northern peninsula, just the layout of it. They've actually grabbed nigh on 10 territories themselves. Girth. They've done pretty well. What is going on today?
Is that your Jamie Carr impression right there?
Yeah, no, Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr, yeah, Jimmy Carr, sorry.
I saw him live in Belfast with the wife. He's horrific. He's horrific live.
I imagine he's just lovely.
Yeah. Oh, great comedian. But yeah, so it looks like everything's flipped. There's no territories to fight over. Arch grabbing a lot. As you said, around Arthur's Rest. Arch seeking to stake a claim. This is the thing, nobody's truly eliminated anymore with the HQ setup, which I love. Like
That is the
wars
purpose.
last
Like, it's
forever.
it's to keep everybody playing. You want everybody to
Yeah.
continue to play and have a good time. You don't want anybody to feel like they're going to lose the game. Losing a war or losing a battle is fine. You come back the next day. But when you lose everything and you're just
Yeah.
gone, it has such a detrimental effect to everybody you play with. It's going to kill the guild. It might cause a half a dozen people to quit playing.
It's
Nobody
definitely a
wants that.
pain. It's also
Yeah.
good though that like there is a level of activity required to maintain a HQ, which means you don't just get them forever. You have to be active in your
Right.
zones in order to keep it. Like
Yeah.
you can't just not be defeated and live somewhere else. You actually have to play.
There's
Which
a
I think
lot
is
less
great.
of those like just spam hideouts now too. Just like extra hideouts there
Yeah.
for no reason. Like they just sit there and do nothing.
Uh,
The value of a good hideout and having it bumped up right now is causing people to participate more in open world gameplay, to just be more active in general. It's been really, really good for the game, both the HQs and the might in favor tie-in
Surf.
to the hideouts, really, with everything. It's like it's a circle of life there. It's really good.
I think we caught that. Surf went in for like a catch there. They came quite deep, but like the defensives were on point, honestly. Like, holy moly.
I'm hearing people are a little concerned with how easy it is to defend right now. I got a couple of messages
To defend
from some
what?
people. Just healing in general. They're saying like the rampant is absolutely brutal in
it's because
TVZs
people
right now.
aren't CC'd in the same spot for 10 minutes to kill them.
Right.
Like we've seen plenty of claps today. The difference is your DPS needs to be quick and efficient. Dominic's doing the thing where he pretends to be AFK to try and bait a clap, by the way. He's been doing that for years. Love to see it.
Well, I mean, he looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here as he's real deep. I just popped back over. How many surf are left?
No, there's plenty left.
But this is all just a giant bait. I mean, ooh, that's,
I'm not sure what cave
chunks.
dancers were doing. Looks like they came in for a clap and now they're going to get run down. I think Surf have had enough of their backstab shenanigans. I don't know if they're with anyone or just opportunistic clapping, but it was creating a nice amount of space for Dice, and Dice are pushing hard right now. Surf are trying to find somewhere they can reposition, and they're basically trying to funnel Dice. They need somewhere they can funnel Dice. Like they don't want a big open fight like this. This is a horrible spot because I believe Dice outnumber them and reinforce quicker in this location. Oh, that was the over the wall bomb. That was very, very nicely done. And the pest lizards. Still see these pest lizards, but yeah, they've been nerfed heavily and they can't loot for like 6 seconds after they dismount. And if
Which
they
is
get
great. It's great. It's the same amount of time that you can't attack. So it takes your skills to come back. You know, like, you know when you demount next to another player, you get that exclamation point over your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, when that goes away, you can loot.
I still think you'll be fine though, because like generally if you're playing a load of mobility, no Zerg can afford to chase you after you grab the loot.
Right.
I still think it's viable, but there's definitely a lot more risk. Like there's so much more risk of getting caught in the crossfire. And the fact that you can't even check the body until you've dismounted is great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have to
can't
dismount for
yeah, you have to
trash
commit
bodies.
for
Yeah.
potentially nothing.
Speaking
Also,
of committing, look at Dominic go in. Oh my God, that was deep. But everybody is mounted, so I think this is over, Lewpac.
No, I think they're repositioning. I'll be honest. There's a reinforcement wave of cape dancers at the door.
Maybe. All right. Yeah, they are doing the loop, so that does look like a reposition.
Dice are dismounting up top now. They just want to kind of want to flip.
Going to Holy Buddy. Bogul
right.
says hit up Holy Buddy.
Is it good? Is it good, Bogul? All right. You commentate for us. We'll turn your mic on then, mate. Holy Buddy is having it out with Wars right now. Triumph, who looked to be I mean, Holy Buddy is French. Triumph sounds French. Looked to be a new French guild or an old French guild. Yeah, relatively new. Riding solo, taking some big fights and respectable size of force. But they're about to get a girthy hit from the back by the Girth Alliance. And that might... Oh,
nice firewall. Look at that use of the wall of fire there. That was absolutely fantastic.
You got to hit that choke. You got to hit that choke.
Nothing to follow up.
Nothing
to follow up. Their DPS is too far north.
I like, honestly, I hate these sandwich fights. Because you basically have to have everybody on a neural network to react quick enough to what's going on in them.
You can sign up for one of those. I believe Elon Musk is taking sign-ups right now. You can sign up
right
after the chimpanzees.
Okay. I'll be first in line for that. Good old Elon. Yeah, so Wars and Girth are not together. Or they are together, not. Sorry.
Oh, they are?
Well, they're
Wars
running.
And
They're
Girth
running. They're running
yeah,
side
they're
by
running
side.
through each other. That is, they're just running right at Triumph.
So the Wars Alliance and the Girth Alliance are running down a solo guild together.
Yeah.
Makes
sense.
They're very, very cool and good at the game.
Oh, hit him with the good at the game.
Very good at the game.
I thought they were very cool.
They're both very cool and very skilled at the video game.
Well, making alliance is a large amount of the necessary skill that you need to survive in Albion. Being able to engage in the politic of Albion and keep your alliance or guild safe from harm during times of war is very, very important.
Do you know the worst bit, right? I'm like, people alliances form coalitions. Every now and again, you get a fight that's well in your favor and an easy fight like that. But then when you win a fight like that and then shit talk after, that's when you lose my respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, you took the easy fight, you got the loot, congrats. Then when you feel the need to like really rub it in and all. So how
they're turning over here. Holy Buddy is turning on Wars. I believe that Zero Rent might be with him. Like you're talking about alliances that aren't strictly tied together. Triumph has turned and is running deep into this force of Wars.
I only see 3 people on his...
Right, but you have to look behind it. Why is everybody running from him?
Because that's what they do. If somebody looks like they're trying to attack you, the instinct is to run away. He's just waiting for the 20 seconds so he can zone, I believe. Yeah, there you go. He's out. That one is done.
Wait, hold on. Where's Zero Rent in this? No, this one might not be over. There's a large contingent of Zero Rent.
All right, Dominic.
Never mind.
Dominic is... Oh, wow. Two combat looters just got clapped. Love to see it.
Oh,
Dice,
nicely done.
Dice getting absolutely pounded outside. It was weird because they flipped sides. Surf is playing on the side of the tower that Dice owns. And Dice, they kind of did Ring Around the Rosie with this big river. But it does look like Dice are maybe... been
retreating back to the tower. Yeah, they're retreating to their tower. That 6-3 tree is still up.
No, they hang on. Yeah, okay. The surf guys have got full control now.
Oh, there are not many guys left from Dice. Yeah, there's very few left from Dice. As I'm looking around,
another wave of reinforcements zoned in, and they are making a beeline towards the tower. Is this going to be one of those fights that we're still casting at midnight?
Well, they have only a level 20 31 disarray right now versus what Surf has right now. And I believe that's a lot higher.
30 odd, I believe. Let's have a look.
34.
Yeah. So I mean,
So it's 13 is a big difference.
With a tower behind you, it's definitely not impossible, though.
No, it's not impossible, and you could tie these guys up for quite some time.
And the Surf guys, yeah, okay. So the Surf guys are trying to stop the Dice guys getting to the tower. Dice, are they banking here or what? The mage is up. But no, they're OCing. Dice are not pulling out here. They are OCing and looking to go. This is going to be a bit of a fish in a barrel situation, because once you're on this platform, from a strategic point of view, if we pull up the map here, like, once you're on this platform, it's very hard to get reinforcements to you. Unlike the other tower where there's multiple entrances and you can sort of sneak them in somewhere. And you're essentially waiting to get whittled down, or for them to like take out your sentry mage, which will disable the tower's defenses, and then they just run at you. I mean, realistically, they're probably getting clapped under the tower here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see these guys drop their gear off, honestly. They should at least bank the battle mounts. Yeah, they're getting naked. They're getting naked under the tower, Shozen. This one is done and dusted.
Done? All right. Well, this is a good time for us to start wrapping up then.
Is naked.
Okay. Yeah, and Surf is pulling out here once they see the naked players. They don't want to engage over and over on that. But
okay.
we can. This isn't the only content we have today. We will be back at 0:45 UTC.
Certainly will. Well, I won't. You will be. I'll be
1:45 UTC.
I'll be fast asleep.
Yeah, you should probably be asleep. Bogul won't be here either. It'll be Tazik, myself, and Robin Hood RS. We'll be bringing that one to you, the NA Invasion live at about 1 UTC. We generally get some pretty interesting content on that one. We'll probably be seeing Slayer Hideout once again and the Hogs in all their glory when they come out during their prime times, as well as many Brazilian guilds and alliances they come out then. So I do look forward to that. But this is the start of a new season, Lewpac.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll
season 15.
By this time next week, we're going to have an overview of who's starting an early season push. Currently, the #1 guild is Last Train, with Peace, Please Love Peace in second, and Mo Sin Mo Nian in third.
Okay.
But obviously this week, the early pushers will definitely start to shape up, as is tradition. And you'll be able to catch AlbionTV with a bunch of shows throughout the season. I'll be here most Saturdays covering 5v5s. We'll have 20v20 shows on a Saturday, GVGs with Tazik on a Tuesday, daily war reports, as well as new player shows and all of the other good stuff. So make sure you follow Albion Online on all of the socials. You can get us on Twitter. You can get us on Facebook, Bebo, MySpace. I think Bogul makes TikToks now for us, doesn't he? We're on Snappy Chat. We're on all of them. We're on we're on some of them, but you can find us by searching Albion.
We're on Twitter, and we're on YouTube, we're on SoundCloud, and we're on Twitch. And
so follow all of the stuff there, and the boys will be back this evening around 45 minutes past midnight. The NA invasion. Thank you everybody for coming out and taking part in this invasion. Thank you guys for spending some time with us this afternoon. I wish you a great best of the day. This was the first reset of season 15. We got 3 months of fighting ahead of us, and we can't wait to bring it to you here on Albion TV. So we'll see you next time.